communication is key. And I would hear a lot of people saying that. And I would even see a lot of people posting about that on social media. But the thing is, most people out here, they don't know how to communicate. And I used to be like that. I used to listen to respond and not listen to understand the other person. And one of the things that I used to do, like the perfect example is if I got into a disagreement with somebody, I would want to be heard. So if I have a point to make or a few points to make, I would want to talk without them interrupting me. And if they did interrupt me, I would be like, why are you interrupting me? Why you can't just let me speak? Why you can't just listen to me? Listen to what I have to say. And I would go on and on and on. But when it's time for the other person to say what they have to say, if they would say something that I don't agree with, I would just interrupt them. It's like I wouldn't even try to listen or try to understand. And that was my problem right there. One of my biggest problems was listening, like listening to understand the person. Until one day I was having a conversation with my uncle, and he told me that I should practice listening because people, they love to be heard. They love to feel like somebody understands them. They love when somebody just listens to them. And from since that day, I have been practicing to listen. It's to the point where I would listen so much that people would think that I am not listening because I'm not like responding right away. Like just like some days ago, I was having a conversation on the phone, and the person, they were telling me something. So I was like, okay, well, go ahead, talk. I'm listening. And they were just talking. And it was to the point where they was like, hello, are you listening? Why you not saying anything? And I was like, I'm right here. I'm listening to you. I would say what I have to say after you finish talking. So from back then to now, I came a long way. Now I listen to understand somebody, to try to understand what that person is saying. I don't listen to respond anymore. And another thing that was my biggest problem, even though I mastered listening, I didn't know how to say what I have to say in like a proper way. It's like I didn't know how to deliver a message, and that was one of the hardest things, especially if somebody like say something to annoy me or to upset me. Back then I would be petty. I would say something petty. But now I will try my best to deliver the message in a way that I am not coming off as petty or aggressive or anything like that. But it is one of the hardest things that I ever had to learn, and I'm still learning to this day. But again, I came a long way. From back then to now, I came a long way. I don't even try to be petty anymore. I would just try to be better at communicating and at getting my point across when it's my turn. So yeah, it's true. Communication is key. But you have to learn how to communicate. You can't expect somebody to read your mind. If you have a problem with them, you have to talk, but you have to know how to talk. You can't just go at them aggressively. You should try to go at them in a way that is calm. But communication is key. It is key. It is important. But you just have to know how to. And in order to know how to, when you figure out how to, it takes practice. But communication is key.